Good morning, chat. How are we today? I'm going to take you on a little drive. I'm leaving my tiny home, and I'm going to...
Starting route to Ocala National Forest.
I'm going
Proceed to North Orange Blossom Trail. Then take the first right.
to head up to Ocala National Forest. I'm not going to get out, but I just thought I'd take you guys with me. I need some company, so I thought I'd take you with me.
In about 4.5 miles, keep right to merge onto State Road 414, west toward State Road 429.
So how's everybody doing this morning? I know it's early for some of you, and maybe late for others, but I hope everybody's doing okay. And we're just coming off the adrenaline of Sarah Boone. I didn't get to bed until midnight last night, and of course woke up at 4:30, which is when I've been normally waking up. You know, your body clock just sort of kicks in and doesn't, it takes a while. It takes a couple days to kind of get past it. But I hope my phone setup works, because I've got it kind of rigged. I know it's really shaky, and I apologize for that, but it's the best I can do right now. I got one of those, you know, suction cup thingies that sticks on the dashboard, but it doesn't really work that well. If you watched coming down, it fell like 15 minutes into the ride down, and I had to like hold it for the next hour. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that, because I really like the hands-free, because this route, there's a lot of twists and turns. Once we get out of Orlando, and we're north of Orlando right now, so it's still kind of suburbs, so it's a little, you know, still kind of city. But once we get out of here, it's actually really pretty drive north of the city. So yeah, sorry I can't see the chats because I don't have my glasses on, plus I'm driving, so not necessarily going to be able to talk to you guys. But please, yeah, leave comments, leave chat, leave comments. That would probably be the best, because then I can go through and answer any comments, respond to any comments that you guys have. But chat is fine as well, but I won't be able to answer any specific questions. But yeah, last night with Sarah, holy smokes. And the audio that I took, that press conference with Owens, and hope everybody's safe and okay. The presser that with Cacciatore, Owens, and Jay, I will bump up that audio, and we'll repost that so you guys can actually hear what they said. I was literally like 5 feet from all of them, and I couldn't hear what they were saying either. Well, actually, that's not true. Owens, I had trouble hearing. He's a very soft speaker. He's not very, he doesn't project, let me put it that way. So I could barely hear him. Even when he was talking towards where I was standing, he was still kind of hard to hear. But he had no problem objecting in court. We could definitely hear him when he was objecting and going on and on. But he was definitely, I had to have a microphone like in his face in order to hear him. So I'm gonna we'll work on that either today or tomorrow, and we'll repost that, because I would like to listen to it too. I would like to hear what he actually said too, because I couldn't hear what he said. And like I said, I was 5 minutes or 5 feet away from him. So he is definitely a Seinfeld character low talker for sure. So yeah, we're heading north, getting out of Orlando. The place that I had stayed at for the last week, the tiny homes, I had to check out Friday morning, so I needed to find another place. And of course, there's always a story. I swear every moment of the day on this trip and this experience, there's been a story. So of course, there was a story last night. So I had to check out of the tiny homes, and I had no idea. I had to, because I wanted to stay over the weekend, because I figured Sarah would go at least till Monday or Tuesday. So they had booked the weekend, so I had to check out. So I didn't know what I was going to do. Come Friday night, Saturday night. I did book for Sunday, so I was solid for Sunday through the entire week. So as you guys know, as the story of the verdict was developing, And the verdict, it went to the jury at 7 o'clock, and so I'm like, I could have been there till who knows when, and as it ended up, I think I was there until 9:30. I think 9:30 or something like that. I don't remember. So I called the property manager at the tiny homes, Rich, and he's really cool. And you guys, if you are ever in the Orlando area, definitely check out the tiny homes community there. It's so cool. They're tight quarters, so if you're like 6 foot or taller, it's not for you, because the showers are like maybe 6 feet, and that's about it. So you will definitely have problems showering. I had problems showering, and I'm like 5'9", 5'10" on a good day. So I called Rich, and I said, I need a place to stay. Can you recommend anything? So he found me this place called, I think it was Wood Springs, something or other. I forget now. And it was about 2 miles from where I was, the tiny homes, which was cool. So from the downtown courthouse, it was like 15 minutes, not that bad at all. So I got there, I think around 10:30 or so, and the guy's like, and there was a family in front of me with 2 kids, like maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, and they leave, and then I was like, I'm checking in. He's like, sorry man, we got nothing. I'm like, dude, don't do this to me. It's been a long day and a long week, and I was like, okay, can you just give me a refund and tell me, give me a place to go? And he's like, well, I'm from LA, and I can this and that. And I'm like, well, I'm not from this area either, and I know nothing. You know more than I do. So we got to talk, and he was a really cool guy, and he told me this whole story about he used to run 2 apartment complexes. One was assisted living, and the other was just straight up. And one was like 350 units, the other one was like 400 units. And then he's like, it was all gang related. It was like in Englewood, and he's like, he cleaned it up, and he was part of this gang, and he was just going on and on. This whole story was like fascinating to hear him talk. And he's like, he came to Orlando to run this property, and it's like, man, if you could run those 2 properties, like 700, 800 units in the middle of gangs, and he said he was a part of a gang. I don't know how much of it was reality and how much of it wasn't, but I didn't care because it was like 10:30 and I had been since 4:30. So I was just like, yep. And throughout all of this, he said, oh, I got a room. I'm like, just put me in it. Because I was like, I'll even just sleep in my car at this point. I don't care. At least I got a place to park, and I won't get towed, or cops won't knock on my window. So he's like, no, I got you. So he found a room, and he's like, oh, this woman, she was supposed to check in, but she didn't check in. I'm like, I said, I don't care. I just don't want somebody coming in the room at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, no, her paperwork's right here. She lost it, so it's yours. I'm like, yes, put me in it, book me. So I did end up, long story bearable, I did end up with the place. And actually, the property is, it is what it is. It was like $62, it is what it is. And I had a place to sleep, and actually the room was really nice. They had a refrigerator, full-on refrigerator, a stove. It's called an extended stay, so you could, I guess, live there, for $60. I mean, it would get expensive, I would think, over 30 days, but
at the next light, keep right.
I'm getting right light here. So it was 2 queen-size beds. Beds were really nice, and stove, microwave, refrigerator. And I mean, if you just want to lay your head for a night or 2, it actually was not that bad.
At the light, use the second lane from right to keep right to merge onto State Road 414 west towards State Road 429. So that was my story, and like I said, every day there has been a story. So so I was having pizza, once the verdict hit. Come on, buddy, got a green. There we go. So verdict, they ended their closing arguments around 7. I think it was 7:04, something like that. So basically 7 o'clock. And all right, hold on. I hope my phone maintains because I may lose my phone. Let's hope. There's a lot of twists and turns on this route, so on the way down it was easy for me to hold the phone, but this one there's a lot of twists and turns, so I have to do a lot of shifting because I have a stick shift. So if the phone freaks out and falls out of the hole, I'll try and do my best to keep you guys with me.
In 5 miles, keep left toward Mount Dora.
All right, so okay, 7 o'clock. It goes into verdict watch, all that good stuff. And I had made friends with some of the reporters and their photographers, their videographers. So one of them was Ben from Spectrum, really cool guy. And so we went to go get pizza, and we come back, and we're talking, and he's really cool. He's telling me about his days. He was a metalhead, and I play music, and I was telling him about my stories in New York City and all this stuff. And his producer, oh no, it wasn't the producer, it was the director of the courthouse. I thought it was his producer, but it was like the director of the courthouse media or something like that. And she's like, verdict is in. So we're like, what? So I texted Aaron. Oh no, wait, hold on. Before all that, Aaron's like, hey, RA, Scott's taking phone calls. Give him a call. So I'm like, yeah, right on. So I gave Scott a call and got on his live. And I said, hey, I got one of the photographers, one of the videographers with me, Ben, and we're gonna chat with you for a while. So we were telling him kind of the backstory. If you guys saw any of that, I'm not sure if you did, but we talked to him for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And I think when we got on, there was like 1.9, and then we got off. I saw it was 2.2, 2,200, which was cool. And thank you all, you new RA. We had an RA raid then later in the evening, and thank you, Scott and Recovery Addict and all of you RAers out there who gave us a raid later, because I did say we were at like 38, I think, 3,800, and I said, we're hoping to get to 4,000, so please come give us some love. And you guys did more than enough, more than your share, so I really appreciate that. So Ben and I were talking about behind the scenes, because everybody sees what you're looking at right now. You see in front of the camera, and I was behind the camera, and I was fascinated by, I made friends with all these videographers, and some of the reporters, and it was all the local channels. It was NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox. They were all there, and the thing is, like, 2 of them, Ben was there most of the time. I think he was there like maybe 4 days. I was there Wednesday for jury selection, and then Friday it started. So it was literally Friday to Friday. So I was there the Wednesday before, and Ben was there from Friday, maybe Monday. Then I think he was not there for a day, and then I met his replacement. So you get to know. It's really weird because you get to know these people, and
2 miles, keep left toward Mount Dora.
you get to know these people, and then they may be put on another assignment. But Fox 35, they were there the whole time. And Langston was the camera operator, and Stephanie was the reporter. And Stephanie she's got blonde hair, and she was in the courtroom. And I'm not sure if Jules and or Mert. I think Jules had a chance to talk to her. I think, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if Mert did as well. But so she was pretty cool. One day, some rain was coming in my app. I get alerts because I love weather, and they were setting up for I think it was their 5 o'clock hit, and so it was like 10 till 5 till, and I got the alert, and I looked at the weather, and I'm like, yeah, there's a pretty big blop coming through, and I got out, and I'm like, you guys are gonna get rained on, and it wasn't just them. There was like 3 or 4 other crews there, and I'm like, you guys are gonna get rained on, just heads up. And she's like, okay, cool. And then 5 minutes later, they got drenched, and they ran for cover. And I'm pretty sure I videotaped that, and I posted that. So if you want to go check that out, I think I called it Media Runs for Cover or something like that. And then the next day, she was like, good call on the weather. And I was like, yeah. I said, in a past life, I want to be a weatherman. I want to chase weather. I think that'd be fun to be like a...
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left toward Mount Dora.
To be a weather storm chaser. Like Reed Timmer and those guys. I would love to do that. That'd be so much fun. So anyway, I got a shout out from Stephanie. So glad I could help you, Stephanie and Langston.
Keep left. In about 9 miles, keep left.
So let's see what other stories. Like I said, like every day there was a story. So when I got there that first Wednesday, we all thought, meaning Scott, myself, because Scott had done Corey Richards, the similar with the streaming the live view and all that stuff, and he was in indoors, right? So we all thought, yeah, it's going to be indoors. What society puts their camera people outdoors? Well, I get there and there is no indoors, and I discovered that there's a silver box outside in the plaza of the courtroom, and if you go to our channel, I posted a couple videos. Well, one video of me opening the box, and so what you have to do is there's this media box that this courtroom streams to, and there's let's see, there's like nine screens, so that I guess they theoretically could stream have like 32 outlets, I guess, for the BNCs. That's what you would use to connect to the feed, to the live view, and then you pump that out, right? So every morning, or whatever, whoever gets there, doesn't have to necessarily be morning, but when you get there, and I would get there at like 6 o'clock every morning, because I didn't want to fight, I didn't want to fight the big boys, because here I am coming in my little squeegee mobile, and we used Jules's car too. So we used the Jules mobile and the squeegee mobile, and so I didn't want to have to fight with NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, with their big satellite trucks. I'd be like, because I didn't have cords. We thought we would be indoors, so Scott just provided little like extension cords that were like maybe 5 feet. So I had to be next to this box every day. So the story is you have to go to the loading dock, and you pick up a key that opens up this box, and you have to give your driver's license. So I did that. So I was the one I did that every day from Wednesday through to the next Friday. So what's that, like 8 days or so? Excuse me. And so I had the one key to rule them all. So I literally was opening up the box that provided the feed for all the streamers, which would have been all the local channels. Court TV, I don't think did it. Law and Crime certainly did it. Well, Court TV actually they had the pool camera. They were the ones that were actually in the courtroom. So it's one camera up in the courtroom, and they stream it out, and then everybody connects to that stream. And so I made sure that I was the one that was opening up that box every day. I wanted to be that. I wanted that responsibility. I was that guy. And on one side is the feed where everybody connects. Where everybody connects to the, it's a BNC. It used to be XLR. You had audio on one channel, or 2 channels in video. But now it's just BNC, and it just pipes in both audio and video. So it's a lot easier. It's just digital versus analog. But so then on one side, so that solved the whole feed situation. But then with Scott's live view unit, we were streaming, and it's like we started streaming I think at 8:45, and then at like 11 o'clock, it's like it was at 50%. His unit's at 50%, and then 12 o'clock it's like at 20%. 1 o'clock it's like going down. It literally got down to like 8%, and then an angel in Scott's chat said, "Well, I'm going to buy some portable battery packs, and I'll send them down to you." And she was spectacular. So her and I went back and forth, and we discovered, Amazon could deliver directly to the courthouse and all of that. And there's a story with that, of course, because that never actually happened. She did everything on her part. I screwed up on my part, and somebody ended up getting those 2 battery packs. But I'll get to that. So it's down to literally 8%, and we're going to lose our feed. It was like 1 o'clock. We knew we still had jury instructions or no jury selection was going on. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot not keep streaming this. So I saw there was another side to the box, and I opened up that box just to see what the heck is on that side, and that's where all the power was. So you got one side is the feed and the cameras, the TV monitors, and the other side is all the power. And I looked down, and there's a little power strip, and lo and behold, there was one outlet that was open, and and my cord was not long enough because we weren't thinking we'd be outside. It was only like 5 feet; it would not reach. So I went to one of the crew And I'm like, hey man, can you help me out? And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And it was CBS, I think, or ABC. Anyway, don't hold me to that. But anyway, and so he gave me like a 25-foot cable. So I was using his cable, and then the BNC I didn't have wasn't long enough, so I had to borrow a BNC that was like 25 feet. And that's what I discovered. And Scott, he had. All right, I hope you guys are still with me. I just saw something on my phone. Anyway, so yeah, you might be working in small town USA one day, and then you're always trying to work your way up to like New York City, or LA or Chicago. You're always trying to. That's where you're always trying to get to. I guess not always. Not everybody has that aspiration, but most people want to do that because that's the big time. So the big markets. So you work in small town USA one day, and then you work your way up to mid-size and higher markets. So all the techs always are helping each other, which is awesome. So these guys helped me out. And then conversely, Spectrum, who Ben was with, he didn't make it one day, and he had another guy come in, and he thought he was going to be upstairs and indoors, and he's like, oh my God, I wasn't used to this. I wasn't expecting this.
Use
Like,
the left 2 lanes to keep left.
and I'm like, man, I hear you, brother. I thought the same thing. I said I was a fish out of water on Wednesday. He's like, well, now you're the guru. So I went from Padawan to Obi-Wan in like a blink of an eye. But I said, man, tap into me. You can use
Keep left.
quote unquote my power supply, which was actually Wesh's power supply. But anyway.
In 5 miles, take exit 44 onto State Road 46 towards Sorrento.
So, but that's the way it works. I mean, these people are cool. Techs are cool. Receptionists, you get to know receptionists. You get to know security because they are the ones that get stuff done. And, if I can distill anything to anybody out there, do not be mean to your receptionists. Do not be mean to the mail room clerks. Do not be mean to security. Do not be mean to the techs because they are cool and they get stuff done. Oh, that was a dog. Damn, I did not want to see that. Oof, I don't think I've ever seen a dog. I've seen a lot of armadillos and raccoons and possums. That sucked. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, poor little guy. So anyway, yeah, just don't be mean to receptionists because they get stuff done. So anyway, key from the security guard, and there were times, and also you had to go to the bathroom. You go into it was the public defender's office, and there was like one day I forgot my media badge, and because I'm towards the Ocala National Forest. I've never been there, and I'm not going to walk around or anything, but I'm just going to go there and stop streaming and then continue on my path. But so I just wanted you guys to see a little bit of Florida. This is Central Florida. Still palm trees. Most palm trees do extend up all the way, the whole length of Florida, but definitely from Orlando south. That's where you really.
In 2 miles, take exit 44 onto State Road 46 towards Sorrento.
That's where you from Orlando, which is Central Florida, all the way down to Miami and the Keys. That's where the high concentration of palm trees are. And then the further north you go, it gets into more live oaks. So I just want to get you, you're riding with the squeegee right now, riding with the squeegee. So thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate it, guys. And I wish I could read your chat because A, I don't have my glasses in for driving because I can see far, I can't see close. And then B, I don't want to be distracted and end up on the side of the road flipped over. So I cannot answer any chats, but if you want to drop any comments, I'll get to the comments later. I want to hear what he was
Exit
saying.
44 onto State Road 46 towards Sorrento. Then take the first left onto County Road 46A West.
So yeah, you're getting a shot of
At the stop sign, turn left onto County Road 46A West.
you're getting a shot of Florida, Central Florida. This is Central Florida, such as it is.
3.5 miles. Turn left to State Road 44.
State Road 44. That's funny because I grew up next to a 44. That's really funny. I wonder if that's the same 44. To do some research on that. Yeah, the drive down the very first time when I was coming for you, Sarah. We're coming for you. Trial TV Live is coming for you. I took like the main roads. I took the Turnpike and 75 and all that, and I wanted to show you guys that view, which you need to see, and because I didn't know any other way to get to Orlando other than that way. But then I found this route basically coming the second time I came down. And it's a really pretty drive, that's why I wanted to show it to you guys. This time I'm going back, if you will, but yeah, it's a lot of country roads, so you get to see a little of the back roads of Central Florida. There's so many Florida. I guess a lot of states are the same. And I know a few of them, but a lot of states have so much to offer in the sense of like, you got beaches, you have lakes, you have mountains. Now Florida doesn't, obviously, but like say the Carolinas or Virginia or Maine, and then the West Coast obviously has ocean and then deserts and all that stuff. So Florida, the only thing Florida doesn't have, in my opinion, is mountains. If they had mountains, I think it would be like one of the most perfect states, to be quite honest, because you have the beaches, which are just spectacular. You got swamps, which you could see alligators. You have huge, vast patches of forest and lakes, kind of like New York. You got the Finger Lakes up there. I guess the only thing you don't have in Florida are mountains and skiing. There's no snow, although it has snowed in Florida, but certainly not skiing. you don't snow ski in Florida. But yeah, so a lot of people think of Florida as like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, maybe Tampa on the west side, Gulf side, Orlando, of course, which is central, smack dab in the middle. I don't know, a lot of people maybe don't think about this as Florida, where there's Ocala is a huge horse community. Wellington, they have international polo grounds there, where exactly what it sounds like. People from all over the world come there and compete for polo. I think Boca, they have it there too. Maybe that's where it is. Anyway, yeah, or it's in Wellington, which is kind of by West Palm Beach on the Atlantic Ocean side, which would be the East Coast. Yeah, but a lot of people think of Florida, they think, oh, the beaches, they think Fort Lauderdale, they think, party time, Miami, spring break, but then you got this part of Florida, which I'm so happy I can be sharing this with you guys. I hope you guys dig it, because it's pretty cool. Oh, and check out all this this is all from Milton still. You're going to see this. I saw this on the drive home, or the drive back, the drive down. I saw tons of dead, like look on the side of the road, you'll see piles of debris of vegetation, and especially where you see homes, because people were clearing, and that's from
the next light, turn left.
And that's from Milton, which was at the beginning of Sarah. I remember it delayed. Milton actually delayed Sarah. I think she was supposed to go on the 7th, so it kicked her out to like the 11th or something, or no, 8th, 9th, yeah, maybe the 10th or 11th. So yeah, so you will. I saw it coming down, and maybe
light, turn left onto State Road 44.
Maybe over the course of the week, the crews came out and cleaned it up. But on the way down, I was like, oh wow, that was amazing. That shocked me. That was still after 2 weeks. It was still debris. Vegetation had not been picked up, which just shows you how much. And this was, Milton didn't even hit here. Milton was like further south. It just shows you how big that storm was and how many people were affected. Yeah, man, hurricanes are not, they're not to be messed with. You gotta, a lot of people just throw caution in the wind and they're like, it's only a category 1. Oh man, but they still, every storm has its own personality. Even tropical storms can bring down trees, limbs. All it takes is one limb on a power line, you lose power. I think it was the anniversary of Wilma, which was 2004, and Aaron and I went through that.
In 4.2 miles, turn right onto County Road 439.
Or no, was it 05? Yeah, Wilma and Katrina were 05. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, it was the anniversary, I think the 26th. And we lost power, I think, for like 2 weeks. It brought down a ton of trees. That was like 90-mile-an-hour winds, like sustained for like hours, like 4, 5, 6 hours. And we just saw tree after tree from our, we were in a really secure apartment complex, like serious cinder block. And we actually went into the causeway or the breezeways or whatever, and we were hanging out. And it was cool. It wasn't scary at all, because again, this was cinder block and we felt extremely safe. We weren't certainly out in the storm, but we saw tree after tree after tree go down, and then we went out and we were blocked in. We couldn't get out for I think at least like a week before crews could come. There were huge banyan trees that came down. And we took a bunch of pictures of that, of course, because that's what we do. I think we even took video back in the day. This was before iPhones, so I think we just had a video camera. But yeah, man, hurricanes are not to be messed with, you know. Wilma was a pretty intense one for a lot of people, and then of course Katrina was before that. Yeah, I'm sorry for the shot. I'm sure it's really jiggling. I'm sorry, guys. I can't really do much about that. I don't have a shock absorber on my camera. I'm looking at it. It looks like it's been making me nauseous. So sorry about that, guys. I gotta. If I'm gonna do more stuff like this, I gotta figure out my dash cam a little bit better. Steady it. I don't know if that helps or not. Because that I can do. That I can just kind of hold it like that and kind of steady it. So this is, I think we're going to see some horse farms, if I'm not mistaken. There were some horse farms. I can't turn the camera like I did on the way down because I'm not hand holding it, if you will. But yeah, I think a lot of this with these fences, I'm not sure. I know some of them are horse farms. These might not be here, but I'm pretty sure we will see horse farms. Kind of remember that on drive down. Yeah, this area of Florida is definitely known for raising horses and cows. Lots of cows and horses. Yeah, this was probably just all open farmland, and then they turned it into developments right over here on the right. There's Dream Horse right there, Equestrian Center right there on the left. I couldn't turn the camera, but there was a big horse farm there on the left. All right, I gotta go hands-free. Sorry for the jiggling, guys. I gotta do some shifting. Gotta do some shifting. Yeah, drop some comments. I see you guys chatting, and again, sorry I can't respond immediately to those chats, but if you want to drop any comments, feel free. I would love to hear what your perspective, what your take is on Sarah, on this drive, on life in general. Consider becoming a member, because now that Sarah's over with, we're going to get
turn right onto County Road 439.
One of our, two of our memberships. One of them is to come on our second level, is to come on live with me on Wednesday, and with it would would be actually 3 members and then myself. And we can just sit around, just, you know.
In about 8 miles, arrive at Ocala National Forest.
We'll just sit around and shoot the shit, and it'll be fun. So that's the second level of membership, and then third level of membership would be just come on one-on-one and talk with me. So if you want to become a member, if that sounds something that you want to do, you know, check out our memberships. We would love to have you guys do that, and definitely subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And you know, here's some of that debris I think I was telling you about. This is here on the right. Yeah, look on the right here. Here's some vegetation debris right there. There's some more right here. I remember seeing, yep, there's some cows there on the left. Yeah, so here we're kind of getting a little bit more in the country. I'm sure this was where I saw a lot of that vegetation. I think it was after Ocala. It was either after Ocala or before. I'm not quite sure. But just keep, yeah, here's, look at all these farms. Yeah, I think these are all like, these are smaller horse farms, but a lot of people have horse farms over here. Oh, there's Kroger delivering. That's the bane of Aaron's existence. Yep, there's some debris on the left. Here's some debris coming up on the left right here, so the people still have vegetation. So this is what they cleared out after Milton. Here's some debris on the right by this telephone pole, and some more debris on both the left and the right. So again, that's from Milton. It's still, the crew still haven't come and picked it up. Oh, here's a bunch of debris on the left, guys. Check it out on the left here. Yeah, this is all kinds of vegetation debris from these places. Look at that. All that came down during Milton. And again, the storm hit like south of Orlando. And they felt it up here. If there's any motorcyclists in the chat, this would be just like 75 degrees out, clear sunny skies. This would be such a beautiful ride. So these, see the Spanish moss hanging down? These are live oaks, and a lot of Spanish moss is attracted to them for some reason. I mean, they're on pine trees too, but it's just really weird that the live oaks, the Spanish moss tends to go on the live oaks. So if you see, like here on the right, you'll see some of that Spanish moss hanging down. It's pretty, you know. They get that a lot in New Orleans, you know, Louisiana, Alabama. But yeah, there's some more debris on the right. Guy just making a big mess of everything. What are you doing, man? Serious? What are you doing? Yeah, here's some more debris on the right, some debris coming up here on the left. Yeah, it's just amazing that they haven't picked this. Look at that. I mean, that's just a lot of stuff there. It's amazing they haven't picked it up yet. With some Spanish moss there on the left, some more debris. So yeah, drop some comments if you don't mind. And I love the fact you're chatting. I think that's awesome. But take a moment or two and put some comments down below, and let me know your thoughts about Sarah. I think we're all pretty much on the same page. You know where she landed ultimately. But yeah, ask me any questions. Please consider becoming a member and subscribe if you haven't already. I do every Wednesday. I'm going to do a shoot with Squeegee, and we're going to have special guests every Wednesday. And levels of membership are three members come on and talk with me about anything. We can talk trials. We can talk anything you guys want. Music. Actually, the only thing we're not going to talk about is politics and religion. We'll talk about everything else, but those are hard stops, hard no's. We're never ever going to talk about politics and religion. Here's some more debris here on the left. Yeah, but anyway, we'll just sit around. That was the whole. Wow, look at all this! Look at all this debris, man. That just blows my mind. Look at all of this debris. That is just mind-boggling. You guys see that on the left? I'm pretty sure that's all from Milton. I can't imagine that's not from Milton. Look at this. It's blowing my mind. Maybe there was like trees down, maybe a tree or two fell over the road here. Huh. That was just a lot of debris right there. Vegetation, I should say. So membership, come on with, it'd be 3 members and myself, and we'll just sit around and talk. And then the highest level of membership we have so far is it would just be a one-on-one with me. And again, you can talk about if you have a business, if you want to talk about, I have no problem. If you want to promote it, you want to talk about that. We can talk about the current trial if you want to do that. That would be cool. But whatever you guys want to do, please consider becoming a member, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and certainly hit the notification bell. Everybody says that, but I get it now. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I didn't know you were live." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I get it. You just hit the notification bell, and that way you'll know." Because during Sarah, I was going live like at the drop of a hat, because lunchtime was happening, and it was never, court is never exact. So one day it would be like 12, the next day it'd be like 11:30, then it was like 12:15. So I would go live. I'd wait for Mert to come down, and then I would go live. So if you have your notification on, you'll know when we are going live. But no, every Wednesday we're going to kind of get back into a groove of every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We're going to shoot this with the Squeegee, and and again, consider if you guys want to come on and chat with me, become members. It'll be fun. I'm really looking forward. And the whole concept of that side broadcast is you get to know us a little bit better, and we get to know you. I want to get to know you guys too. We are revealing parts of our life with you and taking you on little journeys, and I want to know about you. I want to know about you guys. What makes you guys tick? Why are you court enthusiasts? Why are you true crime addicts? What is it that makes you guys who you are? I'm dying to know my chat more. I get to know you guys through chat, which is awesome, but for those that want to be on, you can be on video, awesome. If you want to just be audio,
In half a mile, arrive at Ocala National Forest.
if you want to do just audio, that's fine. Certainly no pressure. I'm never ever going to make anybody be on camera. That's just not the way I'm going to do it. So anyway, please consider that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. What do I do? I guess I take a left. Did she say take a left? I don't think I have a choice but to take a left. I'm certainly not going there. I guess I take a left. I got the stop, guys. Oh.
In 3.5 miles, turn left onto State Road 19.
I just pissed off that bike rider. Sorry, buddy, I did not see you. See, I said it was a beautiful day for riding bikes, and I did not see him because he saw me, but I didn't see him. Sorry, man. I truly did not mean to do that to you. Horse crossing. There you go. Some cows here on the left. So now we're kind of getting into some country. Some more debris coming up, vegetation still. Yeah, it just amazes me that they haven't picked up the vegetation here yet. It's been like 3 weeks or so. I guess the crews are probably where it's more hard hit, you know. Yeah, this is Spanish moss hanging from these trees right here.
At the next light, turn left. At the light, turn left onto State Road 19. In 1.7 miles, turn right.
Yeah, here's some Spanish moss hanging from these trees right here. These are all live oaks, and this is Spanish moss hanging down. It's really pretty. I like it. You know, you see that a lot in like New Orleans, you know, movies or something with the Spanish moss blowing in the breeze. So yeah, once again, Chad, if you, I see you chatting and I appreciate it. If you want to
In 1 mile, turn right.
drop some comments, tell me how you feel about this drive, tell me how you feel about our channel, tell me how you feel about life in general, about Sarah, whatever you guys want, put down there, and then, consider becoming a member and we can talk. I would love to talk to you guys. We can talk one-on-one. I'll bring you on live and you'll be on either by yourself with me or with 2 other people, so it'll be three members and myself. And we're gonna, how we'll sort that out is we'll pick it by random and we'll do. I think it's once a month. We'll have that 3 with me and then 1 one-on-one. So yeah, consider it. I think it'll be fun. And of course, we'll always have guests. This would be every Wednesday. This would be Shoot the Shit with Squeegee.
Go past the street, then turn right.
Go past the street, then go turn right. Let's see.
Turn right, then arrive at your destination.
All right, guys. I am going to say goodbye here.
Arrived.
I'm going to leave you with this view, and let me just pull this out. And all right, so guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Here's my setup. that's my setup. Hey, it kept it from falling like last time. But yeah, this is all Spanish moss. All this hanging here is Spanish moss. So anyway, guys, I love you. Appreciate you. I'll leave you with this view, and join us this Wednesday for Shoot the Shit with Squeegee. I'm not quite sure which trial we're going to be covering Monday. We'll see. We don't have anything planned right now, but we will see. I'm sure there's always, that's what happens every weekend. Aaron and I are like, what are we gonna cover? And she's like, I don't know. And then Monday morning, somebody's like, oh, you guys got to cover this. And boom, we scramble and we cover it. So we don't know right now what we'll cover for the next trial, but I'm sure there's going to be something good out there, guys. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of our community, our growing community. Everybody that's new, please subscribe, hit the notification, consider becoming a member. We're having fun. We're well over 4,000 now, and we really appreciate everybody that joined last night through Recovery Addict. And looking forward to getting to know you guys too a lot better. So thank you so much, and we'll see you on Monday, and if not, then certainly on Wednesday. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. So long.